Since when did we start calling ourselves God? So when the snake told Eve she could be like God, was that truth or was that a lie? He didn't say disobey God. He said be like God. Genesis 3:5. But the serpent said to the woman, you will not die. God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be open and you will be like gods. You see, Satan didn't tempt her with sin outright. He tempted her with divinity. That's the original deception, not rebellion, self-worship. Not bowing to Satan, becoming your own God. Now see, Satan didn't want to just come out and say, worship me. So he said, worship yourself. Trust your own eyes. Choose your own path. Make your own truth. And that's the same lie that he whispering today. You hear it everywhere. Manifest your reality. You are divine. You are the creator of your own world. But let me tell you something. The devil don't need your praise. He just needs you to reject God's authority. To choose your will over his. This was never about the actual apple or the fruit. Technically, it was not an apple. This was about the overgrowth. Satan didn't switch his plan. He just repackaged it for 2025. It's the same lie, just a different garden. And back on it, it's hard for me to even confess that. I would write things down, make vision boards, things like that. It seemed harmless. I was trying to attract blessings. I didn't realize I was putting myself into God's place. It felt powerful, but deep down, I was chasing control. Not peace. I was trying to be my own source. And that's pride. That's not power. When you want to be your own source. I wanted to be the master. And I had very selfish reasons for the things that I want. When you look at the surface, I was so caught up on the why God, why can't I have this? So when I heard that there was an alternative way to get the things that you want, of course I'll make God the bad guy and I'll make myself God. I didn't know that I was worshiping my own will at that moment. No. I now know that is self-idolatry. I thought I was evolving spiritually, evolving into something that a lot of people don't even get a chance to get into. That's what I did. But actually, I was drifting further and further and further away from the truth. And you just see the repeat right now. Maybe my kids will go through that same frame of thinking and I'll be able to guide them. I went through this alone, believing I was a God. I kept these thoughts to myself. But I would bring it around other people, around my peers, and we would all match up. I didn't realize I was worshiping my own will. The devil won't always scare you. Sometimes he flatter you. The devil don't always scare you. Sometimes he come hit you with flattery. See, he want to try to make you feel like you the God. But that pad, all it do is bring confusion. It bring burnout. It bring bondage. We got to leave that. And as I get older, a father, a husband, as I submit more into God's will, I'm realizing real power is coming. Not that fake godness. Not that fake power. Because it's not a human behind it. It's not flesh behind it. It's God behind it. And we must align ourselves with the Lord's will. The serpent didn't tell Eve to rebel. He told her she could become like God. You will not surely die. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be open. You will be like God. It's the same deception today. just with a filter. People saying, I am divine. I create my own reality. I manifest my truth. But that's not faith. That's pride dressed up as purpose.
You do not need religion to have morals.
If you're a Christian, do that. But stop blurting out to a random stranger, Jesus love you. How you know they even believe in that Jesus?
If someone comes up and says something like, I am a God, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A
You're
God.
not connecting with the Creator. You're replacing him. You're not praying. You casting spiritual dice, hoping the universe gives you what you want. This is self-idolatry. It looks like light, but truly it is darkness. You weren't created to be God. You were created to walk with God. And there's a massive difference. Let's talk about one of the most misused verses in Scripture. You are gods. People love to quote Psalm 82:6, but they never finish the sentence. They never read verse 7. But you will die like mere mortals. This wasn't a compliment. It was a rebuke. God was talking to the judges of Israel, men who had the power, men who were supposed to uphold his justice. He called them gods because they carried authority, not divinity, but they were corrupt. They were failing the people. So God reminded them, you might have authority, but you're still mortal, and I will judge you. Now here's where it get deep at. Jesus quotes this same verse in John 10. He says, it's not written in your law, you are gods. Why? Because the religious leaders were about to stone him for saying he was the son of God. He didn't quote Psalm 82 to tell us that we divine. He used it to expose their hypocrisy. If your own scripture called corrupt men gods, why are you mad at the actual son of God? Jesus was defending his authority, not giving you permission to play God. Manifestation culture tells you to take control, to create your own reality. But nobody talk about the pressure that it brings. We ain't meant to be gods. You were never meant to carry that weight of being God. That role was never yours. That's why people burn out chasing peace they'll never find in self. Real freedom is not in no control. It's in the surrender. If you've been trying to be your own God, how has it been? I'm asking you honestly. How has it? Is it any different? You being a God? Has it brought you peace? Jesus never said to exalt yourself up. He said deny yourself. Pick up your cross. Follow me. That's where peace at. That's where life gonna be at, y'all. You gotta understand. That's where it's all at. That's where the real life gonna begin. When you follow Christ. When you put all of these earthly things beyond. There was never no type of spiritual advancement in the flesh. There is no spiritual advancement in the flesh. It's not real. Put ourselves aside. Cast yourself aside and you're going to elevate. Thanks for watching. If y'all enjoyed this, leave me a sub. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I love each and every one of y'all.